Hey, good morning. Today's June 24th. I'm putting a video today because I haven't done it for a while. But I garden in Zone 4B, central Wisconsin area. And I'm just going to do a walkthrough and talk about a few things, what I got going on in the garden. The last video I did was way back in April. And it's been busy and been putting it off, making another video. But we'll work through this and go through the whole area here. So I'm over here on the west end. I have a power line that goes through here in the garden and primary underneath the power line. It's got full day sun here. This is kind of a wildflower area. In here I have a lot of sweet william, coreospis, and there's some rudbeckia in here too somewhere. That's what's going on in here right now. Earlier in the year I had some lupines. There's a good stand of them. I've been doing some irrigation work and I got a riser here. I intend to put some drip line down there for whatever, and you can hook up garden hose, do some individual watering, and then put a irrigation head spray rotor or something to broadcast and blow out the lines. So we'll work up this way in here. Next area I have is I guess I call it the annuals area, and I have one side full of rudbeckia, different, I think 7 different varieties this year. And on the back side is Indian Summer, and up front is some different ones like Horizon and Sarah and Chimney and some of the other stuff. Then on this other side I have some coreospis in here, and I tried planting some painted daisies, but the rabbits pretty well took care of that stuff for me. I don't have much left. And then I planted a row of blackberries, Chester thornless. Give it a try, see how that does. I have a drip line there to those plants. They're rated for zone 5, so I see if they take hold. And I'm going to work in irrigation in here. Put a line in here and put some heads in to try to move away from this sprinkler, what I'm doing now. Here I just have some coleus I started from seeds. They're coming along. Someday I think the deer will get it. We'll work up this way to my main garden area. At the entrance I got some clematis plants, 2 on this side and 2 on this side. You get a better angle with a little light on it, you probably will see that a little better. This white one is named Henry or something. And then there's this one. This does real good. So we'll work down this way. We got some daylilies here, and there's some alliums that are done. And I have some hydrangea bushes here. I need to work on this one. For some reason it didn't come back very good from last winter. Need to trim it up, see if it's salvageable or not. And then these hydrangeas, they're just about ready to bloom. Got some geraniums here. And I built this structure this spring. I guess I gotta get back a little ways with a cattle panel and 4x4s. I planted some climbing roses. I got one right here. I don't know the names right now. And then there's two on this side, the same variety. I gotta look up and see what the names are because I don't remember them. And I fastened the cattle panel with some hooks into the 4x4s, and that seems to work pretty good. If I knew what I was doing from the start, I would made them a little bit wider. Since this is about 6 inches, this would be about 3-inch gap in there, but I didn't. Here's some more dailies here and some blazing stars, and then I planted 3 foxglove that a friend of mine gave me. And I got some other odd stuffs in here like bee balm, different types of bee balm, and here's some more Rebecca, and I can't remember the name of that stuff, but I get some extra tomato plants here, and then some dahlias starting. Looks like they'll be blooming pretty good here shortly. And I got one raised bed type thing for potatoes that's given it a try, but some special soil and cow manure, fertilizer, that sort of stuff, and just seeing if I get what kind of crop I'll get out of it. Then over in here I planted some coneflowers that tend to give up trying to till this area and go with some perennials to fill that area in. So far I got some coneflowers and lots of weeds. And I got raspberry patch. Here at the center thing I got a row of dahlias. It seems like they could use some water already. We got like 2.6 inches over last Friday and Saturday. You wouldn't think they need water yet. So, then I got a row of asparagus in here. The asparagus is pretty good. That's getting 6 to 10 spears every day, which is enough for both of us and the neighbors. It's Joe Pieweed there. It seems to be doing really good once they got established. And then I got a lot of raspberries, red raspberries and black raspberries over in here. And they're looking pretty good. They'll be ripening up here shortly. Here's some painted daisies in here. Got quite a bit last year in there's a lot of pollinators in there. So it should be looking pretty good. This is my compost area. I got a lot of shredded leaf mulch in here. It's compacted. I jump up and down on it, compact it, fill it up. And it gets full every year from picking up leaves. So I use it now to as mulch in the garden to keep the weeds down and keep the moisture in the soil. Here's some more raspberries and asparagus. Here we have 2 rows of, I guess I'll go this way. 2 rows of peas. They're starting to produce. Barb is waiting for them for the shells to be big, fat, and plump before she picks them. Get bigger peas that way. Then we have 3 rows of 3 double rows of beets. Yeah, work my way through here. There's not a lot of room. The beets look pretty good. They should be producing, start pulling those shortly. And I got a sorry looking row of parsnips here. For some reason I replanted the stuff, and I just don't seem to have a good row of that stuff. Right now I'm weeding out the carrots. Got 3 rows of that. Putting carrots at 15-inch rows with a double row. I gotta get them thinned out. That seems to work pretty good. And the beets are on 15-inch rows. And we have one row of onions. And this is some of the blueberries. They'll be ripening up in a couple of weeks. I have to get a bird fence up so the birds don't get into it when they start ripening up. I got another row of parsnips here. These are looking better. It's more evenly spaced. And then we have a row of eggplant. They're at 12-inch spacing. And then I got lots of pepper plants here. Let me work over this way. First two rows are Hungarian Magyar. They're my paprika peppers. I'm going to try to make paprika. And then center row is poblanos. They're looking pretty good. Some have little peppers on it. And then in the front here, first 5 of these, each row is Alma pepper. It's another paprika pepper for making paprika. And then it's up further up 9 Cora de Toro peppers, the Horn of the Bull or something like that. And then Marconi Reds or something like that. They're supposed to be sweet peppers. And I got 2 rows of tomato plants here. 6 early girls, 6 celebrity plus, and 6 jet stars. And then 2 cherry tomatoes at the end. I believe that variety is Sweet William. I like it. They're pretty good. Work my way through here. Used to have radishes in here, and then down there is spinach. Eventually they'll give way, and this will be a walkway between here to get the tomatoes. Get over here. I got some zinnias here, and then there's some basil on that side. I'll work my way to the other side. Here, I'll just go this way. More blueberry plants. Some of these are turning color already, so I may have to get a fence up, bird fence up next week. Otherwise, once the birds figure out there's blueberries, they'll be in here. I'm gonna walk over here to get out of the room over here. So then I have 6 rows of sweet corn. My sweet corn doesn't look very good this year. It's uneven and it's just not doing very good for some reason or another. It didn't germinate very well. I was hoping to have even germination, so they all start at once and tassel at once, but it's not going to be the case this year. So here I have glads. I dug a trench about 8 inches wide and packed them in butt to butt with tubers, cones, or bulbs, whatever you want to call them. And they're coming up pretty good and growing very good. So back up over here is the garlic patch. The garlic looks very good this year. I already cut the scapes off, so now I believe it's just letting it finish off. Let the plants dry up. It should be open sometime in mid-July. I think in a few more weeks. Then we have some peppers, or excuse me, not peppers, potatoes. What's going on there? The first row over there is Adirondack Reds. And then the next row is Red Norland early potatoes. I'm going to dig up a few in a couple days because potatoes should be big enough to pick. Then I got 2 rows of melons, and they're I think I got planted 18-inch spacings. So these will start vining out, and I'll have to dig up the red Norlands, so give them more room each way. Next, the one over here is red Norlands too. Then I have a row of banana peppers. Not banana pepper. Fingerling potatoes. That's what it is. Fingerlings. And then the last 4 rows are russets. Silverton russets. And those are the ones I'm going to use to make french fries. I got cannon lilies in the middle, because once I dig out the potatoes, then there's the cannon lilies will take off, and they help attract hummingbirds in late summer when they start migrating. The red flowers will pull them in, so I get quite a few hummingbirds coming through. That's the plan anyhow. But the cannon lilies are really growing pretty fast this year. Usually they're not this tall, so there might be a little problem trying to dig out the potatoes with those in the way. Over here I have there's a rose bush along the fence, and then I got some more coneflowers. Seems like quite a few died off in here, so I don't have much there. And I planted some vining stuff, some cardinal climbers to catch the fence, but I only see a couple of those. We'll see what happens. Usually the rabbits get in there and eat them. And then here I have some hibiscus and rudbeckia, and on the back side I have some Shasta daisies. I put along the fences and grow up along the back side. In the springtime it's full of tulips. This area will be full of tulips, and they'll die back, and the hibiscus will take over, and those rudbeckia come in. But rudbeckia kind of overtakes the hibiscus. I need to cut those back to let those hibiscus grow, because once they're out in the full open, they grow pretty good size. And hibiscus like sun and water. The more sun and water I can give them, the bigger they'll be. So yeah, that's about it down this way. The apple tree's got a few apples on them this year. And here I got some asters and more coneflowers, and the hops tower the hops went all the way to the top. Top is just about 18 feet. Here's some rosemary, and got some other vining stuff. I do have a cardinal clammer going up this rope. Otherwise I'd try to grow moonflowers on the corner ones, but the last couple years I've planted some moonflowers down there, but they don't seem to take off anymore. So I'm seeing if these cardinal clammers will take to the rope and go. It's hard to find information on them and what they exactly will grow on. But anyway, that's kind of in the garden area here. So the clematis are doing pretty good. On the other side here, I got a lot of weeds. I need to get in there and weed that stuff. But it's got to wait its turn. Here I got some more Coreospis, and this is at the base of this bat tower I built. I don't think there's any bats in it yet. It's hard to say if it will be. I got Coreospis in here, and I planted 3 roses, bush roses or shrub roses. They should, all the same variety, they should combine together and make one big bush. Don't remember the names, so have to wait until I remember the names. So back this way, just to get a better view of those Shasta daisies. They'll look pretty good here. They'll probably be blooming 2 or 3 more days, and I got some extra peppers here. Didn't know what to do with. I put them in these pots. See how they do. They're mostly poblanos and one Hungarian Magyar. We'll go over here and check the deck a little bit. Just a couple of points of interest. I have a rose here, climbing roses. The trellis I built is 10 feet tall, so this rose is good 10, maybe 11 feet tall. And I planted another rose down there. I had to remove some of this hydrangea bush because it's overtaking it and it wasn't getting much sun. There's a little bit of growth down there. I'm hoping it gets up and goes up this trellis too. And then I have a clematis that's in pretty old full bloom now. Looks like there's a couple more flower buds there, but it looks very nice. There's some more stuff up here. This one's out of bloom on the back side. I put a rose, climbing rose down here. Again, I don't remember the name of it because I haven't done much. Once it starts growing, I'll have to figure out what the name is again. And I got some more clematises here. That's the back side of that one. It's the same variety that's on the entrance to the garden. And there's hydrangea here, Bobo hydrangea, I believe. And I'm not sure if we got anything over here. This is a couple of white oaks I planted, swamp white oak. They're doing pretty good. And this one's doing very good. It's going up nice and straight. Plus I got a few other white oaks, bur oaks, red oaks. There's jack pine in there and white pine. And there's some couple of cherry trees in there too, somewhere. Lots of trees in the woods. So I think that's about it for the tour. This is a service berry. It's got some little red berries on it this year. Usually the squirrels are in there and get it all. Squirrels and rabbits have been bad this year. I've caught quite a few. So anyway, that's what I got going on. I may not show everything or explain everything, but next time I'll pick up something else. I'll try to be more diligent in putting out videos so my friends and relatives can see what's going on. We'll see you again. Thanks for watching.